Hello everyone, my name is Ifeoma Ibokwe. We are going to talk on oxidation. What do I mean by that? Have you ever eaten an apple? You keep it on a table, usually for some minutes, go out and come back. What color does it turn into? It changes color to what? Brown. Yes. The expert says that the light and air strips out the vitamins, the minerals from that fruit. So that's why when you buy a multivitamin tablet, have you noticed it? They always stuff it with cotton wool. The cotton wool, it helps to retain or to fight off or to prevent light and air stripping out the nutrients from those tablets. Same way with our vitamins and minerals in our natural foods. So when you leave it open, the light and air leaches out the nutrients from the food. You say oxidation is one of the enemies to nutrition. We tend to lose our nutrients in our food on a daily basis from the way we prepare and cook our food. So we advise stop exposing your raw food. Put it in containers, cover them to avoid light and air stripping out the nutrients from their food. The other one I'm going to talk about now is pots and pans. Pots and pans. What we use in cooking our food affects our system. Remember what we're trying to address here, how you can use food to fight diseases or prevent diseases. We're talking about our lifestyle, changing our lifestyle, have a good healthy living. Now, the pots and pans you use in cooking, have you tried to look at the health hazards of those materials they use in making those pots and pans? Let me start with aluminium pots. Now, go to the market, go to big market or any market, buy your tomatoes, blend it, put it in an aluminium pot, bring it to a boil, allow it to boil very well, then pour that tomato out. You're going to notice different shades in that aluminium pot. What happened to those other parts? It has leached into your tomatoes. It has leached into what? Your tomatoes. Remember, it's not today. It's going to be over time. It might take 10 years, 15, 20, 40, 50. The expert says aluminium is one of the causes of Alzheimer's diseases and some other diseases. The other cookware we're going to look at is what we call non-stick pot. Non-stick pot. What they use in coating the inside is what we call Teflon. Teflon under high heat produces toxic fumes that can lead to cancer. Google it, check it out. Hazards of Teflon. The next point we're going to look at, microwave. Microwave uses electromagnetic waves which alternate in positive and negative directions, causing vibration of food molecules up to 2.5 billion times per second, and this generates heat between 200 to 400 degrees centigrade. It degrades the food and also emits radiation. The expert says that maybe a pregnant mother shouldn't stand in front of a working microwave because it emits radiation which can affect the fetus. So can you see now, the food that you cook and the food you use microwave to cook are not the same, because the one you cook with fire is normal fire, normal heat. Then the one with the microwave is kind of friction. I demonstrate it for you. Put your hands together like this. Can you rub it? What are we getting? Warm. This is friction. So it generates heat. So the food molecules have been having undergoing friction and it generates heat between 200 to 400 degrees centigrade to generate that heat that is used in warming or cooking your food. It's not a normal heat. Now the next one we're going to talk about is high heat. High heat. At what temperature does water boil? 100 degrees centigrade, am I right? Now the experts say that at 86 degrees centigrade it's hot enough to kill off any germs in the food we eat. But most times when we want to cook our food, we overcook it, destroying the nutrients in the food that's supposed to build our immune system. I'll give you another analogy. If you have a baby in the house, one of the ways you can sterilize the baby's feeding bottle is by doing what? By boiling it. And at what temperature does water boil? I said before, 100 degrees centigrade. We have been taught this in our elementary school. Now, you put your feeding bottle in a pot, you add water, bring it to a boil at 100 degrees centigrade. And after boiling like 10 to 15 minutes, what do? You bring it out. What have you done to the feeding bottle? You have sterilized the feeding bottle. That's fine and good. Very perfect. Now, when you get your delicate vegetables, you put it in a pot, you add water, bring it to a boil. It boils like 100 degrees at 100 degrees centigrade. Leave it like again 10 to 15, 20 minutes. What have you done to the vegetables? You've sterilized it, isn't it? Yes. So Go Market is here to bring to you some of the points that we need to know that have been doing that is wrong. We need to kind of change our way or the way we cook our food at home to make sure we retain nutrients in the food we cook and eat on a daily basis. The next one we're going to discuss is fats and oil. Fats and oil. The experts made us to understand that excess oil is not good for our heart. Fried foods are not good for us, but it has what we call trans fats. You can, even if you want to fry your food, you can do what they call shallow frying. You can avoid frying. You can use other methods of cooking: boiling, steaming, roasting, and many others. If you can avoid frying, better for you, because from age 35 and 40 years above, you should watch what goes into your body. So what it means is that when you fried food, you're covering that food with oil. And after that, you eat that food. After eating it, you're giving your body excess work to break the food molecules. Whereby it didn't finish breaking it, what happens? It will start to store. And where does it store? In our arms, in our sides, tummies, the pot bellies, thighs, and other parts of our body, the adipose tissues. So if care is not taken, it might start blocking the walls of the arteries. And once the walls of the arteries are being blocked off by this excess fat, what happens? Heart attack. It might lead to that. Thank you.